Well, tensions between the U.S. and Canada are rising as a trade war continues to escalate. New 50% tariffs on some Canadian imports kicked in over the weekend, and today President Donald Trump is threatening more tariffs starting January 1st. That's on top of other tariffs that are already in place. Canada is now responding with new tariffs on U.S. imports starting in just a couple of weeks. Today, Ontario Premier Doug Ford threatened to cut off electricity and critical minerals if the fight worsens. Well, tonight, escalating border tensions could spell deeper trouble for northern Minnesota's tourism industry. Local businesses are bracing for possibly even fewer cross-border visitors. That is already on top of an already historic record low level of Canadian travel to the U.S. Northern News Now's reporter Kyrie Johnson is in Grand Marais tonight, where leaders of a tourism-dependent economy are preparing for a potential fallout.
Here in Grand Marais, the local economy is nearly 80% dependent on tourism. And with a recent decline in Canadian visitors, it has them asking what happens when their closest neighbors stop crossing the border.
Still an okay year, but July kind of messed us up a little bit.
This summer's wildfires triggered a staggering $9.4 million drop in local business sales, compounding a years-long decline in Canadian visitors.
Our partners at Grand Portage Lodge and Casino and the businesses that are right on the border have really taken a hit.
After peaking in 2024, Cook County tourism leaders say traffic tanked in early 2025 following new federal tariffs, ending the year down 26%. Today, that downward trend persists, with border crossings down nearly 30% from their post-COVID peak.
Some of my best customers are from Thunder Bay. It has dropped a little bit.
About a year and a half ago, kind of when the larger picture relations went a little south, we saw the effect here.
It's a high-stakes battle with new sanctions looming. Local leaders say they're actively avoiding the political noise.
It proved well for us to silo visitors into political pockets.
Focusing instead on a simple message for their neighbors across the border.
We're just the same friendly folks who we've been in. You've loved us for many years, and we love you back.
With President Trump's fresh Canadian sanctions, local businesses are preparing for more potential losses from a neighbor they can't afford to lose. In Grand Marais, Kyrie Johnson, Northern News Now.
Kyrie, thank you. Now, the trade war is also becoming an issue in the race for Minnesota governor. Today, Democrat Amy Klobuchar said the tariffs have caused higher costs and chaos that has devastated families and small businesses in Minnesota. Klobuchar criticized Republican candidate Lisa Demuth's past comments, calling the president's tariffs effective. Meanwhile, Demuth says that she's heard from Minnesotans concerned about the tariffs and encouraged the two sides to restart talks so Minnesota businesses and consumers are not hurt, adding that we must find a better path forward.